What's up? How are we doing? Got delivery yesterday of some new boards. I got 2 new boards, so I was just going to show you some unboxing of the new boards and kind of talk a bit on which boards I like and what I really like on different bits between the cube and the pyramid this year. So I'll get the boxes out and I'll show you what they look like. What have we got here? Pyramid 89, pyramid 75. These are all the sizes actually that they do. 100, 94, 89, 85, and so on. I'd really like a 94 one of these, but can't have too many. So yeah, just gonna unbox these and then we'll have a look at them. Cool. Vent plug, I'll put that in. I was just thinking, well, I recorded it but I forgot to say it, so turn up the volume. Vent plug, I always put in with my fingers first so that I don't mess up the threading. Strap on this, because this is like a full-on wave board, I set it up quite interesting, quite different to how I set up the other boards, set up the cubes. So what I do, I put the back straps as far back as they can go, and I put the front straps a second from the front. So that means that on this board you get quite a wide stance, which in the wave stuff I quite like. I don't quite like having it there. In the more onshore, just regular day-to-day conditions, I set it up with a bit more of a narrower stance. So back straps. Cool, should we put some fins in now? Yeah, let's just do that. Brand new, shiny new. Oh, I think the red on these boards looks so good. Sticker. Oh. Warning. What should I use? Yeah, I've got 2 pairs of fins. Don't know what size of what. At the moment, what I'm just doing, I'm putting these MFCs in the board, just to start with. And then once I know what the board kind of likes, I put my K4s in there. And I've been using quite a bit of, been talking to Steve from K4 quite a lot, on trying to find a fin that really works really well at this board. Because interestingly enough, well, to me it's interesting, the actual regular setup that I used to use from K4 in all my pyramids, which was a scorcher rear, that I didn't find worked as well as it had in the other boards. In this board I was a bit confused as to why, so then I tried a few other fins around, couldn't quite get like the feeling I wanted, and actually these MFC fins are pretty good, better than I usually find them. So where I'm setting this up right now is just under the back foot. I find it's always a good place to start with, and then from there you can change a few things, figure out what, where you exactly want it. So I have been trying a few fins out with Steve to find one that I really like for this board, and there's a new fin on the way. I've just been trying prototypes with it. I'll show it to you soon. It's currently in my 81, and I think it's sick. Don't know if I can say it, but the name, I think it's going to be the Fall. I'll let you think what you think about that. Yeah, 19 is the right size. Quite big actually. 19cm fin for this. I'll probably end up, when I put the K4s back in this, I'll end up putting an 18 in here really. 19 is a bit bigger than what I usually want to use. But so yeah, that K4, I think it's really sick. It offers quite a lot of hold, and they're like release when you need it. Hopefully I'm in frame, because I just realised that last shot I wasn't really in frame. I like to have these quite far forward in the box because I found with the fins too close together, the board became a bit too loose and I wanted more hold. I'm putting them about 1 centimetre in front of the actual fin box. So let's look at the board what was set up. So you can see here, back fin is pretty much directly underneath the foot strap. As I said, when I put K4s in that, I'm gonna go for slightly smaller than 19. For me, I think 19, I like to use that when it's onshore, need bit marginal, don't have much power in the sail. That's when I'll go to a 19. Usually I'm on either 17 or 18 on the bigger size. And you can see what I meant here by the distance from the front of the box. I could like them quite far forward. So actually I had them closer together at one stage and they were just, this board became a bit too loose. So that's that. I think it looks pretty sick. Let's flip it over. 1 second. Slide around. Look at that. Thing's a beauty. Yeah, I think it looks pretty sick. Cool, we got one more at 75 strap up. So I'll just do that and I'll come back to you. I recently had someone asking how I pack my bag. I can't show you just that yet. I'll show you that in a week or two when I do pack a new one. But I can unpack my bag, which is kind of the same but in reverse. It's featuring a messy Cape Verdean wax job. So what I do, I've got this is just a surfboard and one windsurf board. So I pack the boards with things like wetsuits, towels and harness if I have the space. So usually there's the wetsuit, towels, dirty clothes. So this one is, I think, 22 kilos, so quite a light bag. So surfboard on top, bit of padding, things like air bubbles if you find them. Masts, there's 4 masts in here, and then just a board. So under the straps, board. You see, I just put it between the protectors. Nothing else. And yeah, pretty simple pack. There's the board. So when I'm repacking, I'll do a full pack of what was in here. But for now, it's just a quick insight. Well, I've just strapped up two new boards and one board out of the board bag from Cape Verde. Thankfully, it survived without too many holes or dings, but a few little ones. So what have we got? We've actually got them in size. We've got a pretty good quiver. I will say it's not just for me. It's myself and my dad. So otherwise, that's quite a lot of boards for one person. So we've got 75 pyramid, so one of the new ones. Got 78 cube, 81 pyramid, 86 cube, and now an 89 pyramid. So pretty well covered. I think I weigh about 78 kilos, 78 to 80, that kind of thing. The 81 is probably a go-to size for me. Dad weighs a bit less than me, so this is pretty much my go-to. I could use this in anything. If I want to travel with one board quiver, I could use that. The 89 now will be a nice size to have. Maybe in future go bigger, go for 94. I think in Cape Verde I could have done with that. Yeah, what's to say? So yeah, you've seen setup on the foot straps and the fins. Actually, I was going to show you that K4 that I was using. I was telling you about. This is that. I haven't put the K4 size in yet, but that's that new prototype K4 that I've been trying out, and actually I really like it. So I'm looking forward to putting that into more of the boards, and then that will actually come out soon. Yeah, I'll pull out 2 of these to the side, and we can talk kind of the difference between cube and pyramid, I guess. Cool. So we've got the cube 78 and now this pyramid 75 litre. What's the differences? So this is, well, Quatro's full wave range. They've got a freestyle wave, but on the wave boards, this is their 2 boards. Pyramid, that's your thruster, 3 fins, and the cube is the quad, 4 fins. Main differences, I think, just reading from what it says on the tin, this is the more wavy board and this is the more sideshore onshore board. I've had this 78 now for 6 months or something, so I've had it quite a long time, and I will say I'm impressed at how good it is in down the line. So as an onshore board or anything like that, I would say it does both really, really well. I think, like, how do I decide what board I use on a day? I look at the conditions, and actually some days it's cross off. I might actually use this because I find if it's a bit of a slower wave with more of an open face, then this being the quad will hold better, and you can do more of a bigger gouge or a hack, like a curve. Whereas this, I find if it's a peaky, quite punchy wave with a lot of sections, this one works better. This one prefers to be doing hitting a section, tagging a section. I think on the open face, this one holds a lot more. So it isn't so much onshore offshore on when I decide what board I want to use. I'll kind of see what type of terrain will be going on the boards. As you look, you can see the tails are pretty different. The tail on this thing is, and that's the first thing everyone says about it, is massive. It's super wide. And then this one I like is a real pin tail, real pinned in. I think the Pyramid, when you sail it, it feels electric. It feels really lively. It wants to move. It wants to pivot. Whereas this one's a bit more locked in. So also on a bigger wave, I think the quad will maybe act a little better. Dad's just stepped on one of the boards. I think on a bigger wave, the quad will be a bit easier because it's a bit more set in. And also, say I find if I'm powered up on a 4.0, I can hold on to the 4.0 or hold on to the sail with a lot more power on the quad than I can on this one. This one likes to be sailed with quite a small sail. So that might suit you, or actually might go against you on how you sail. What else? How do I set them up? Foot straps, actually at the moment, because I've got the cube set for quite wave variety down the line conditions, they're set up the same. So I've got the back strap on both boards. On the full, you can see, I've got the back strap set up fully, back, and on the back on both. And then on the front, I've actually, to make the stance quite wide, I've set them up on the front of the front straps, meaning a wider stance, which if I was going somewhere onshore, I'd probably narrow that down a bit. And this wave, because it's a fully waveboard, stance nice and wide. UJ, I'd put that same place on both boards, sat above the box. What else? Any questions? Anything you can think of? Yeah, tell me what board you prefer. And yeah, what would you rather have, or what do you have? And yeah, I'll hopefully show you some good waves. Hopefully tomorrow actually looks quite fun. We've got wind, so maybe use a 75 tomorrow. Would be nice to strap it up and use it straight away. But yeah, we'll see. Actually, I almost forgot about this. New surfboard arrived too. It's been a very lucky day. Yeah, twin fin. 2+1. I forgot about this. Yeah, 20 KT Traveller. So maybe I'll use this for the next few days. It's quite small. Yeah, it looks fun. Try it out.